Okay, Mike here. We going to do another battle report. We got 1,500 points. It's going to be Orcs versus Demons. I'm going to be playing Don at Imperial Outpost. It's the Maelstrom Mission 1, and it's the... I didn't think we mentioned it. It's the triangles is what we're going to be our deployment. So go ahead and watch and see. I'd like to apologize in advance. My phone was going dead, and so it kept giving me, we had to keep turning it on and off. So at the very end of the game, you're going to get some, my phone dinging, telling me I have new notifications. So that's about, I think from 10, there's going to be a few of them. So, guys, we're here at Imperial Outpost. I'm playing Don. We are playing my first 7th edition game. How many have you played so far?
Played 4.
4 for him, and we're going to play 1,500 points. We already rolled off. We are playing the first one. What is that? Maelstrom of War number 1. We've placed the 6 objectives. One's there. One's over there, here, there's there, one back there. Did we miss any? Okay, so that's 6. Here's the board. We're actually playing on this Frontline Kickstarter mat. It's the Cityscape one. It's actually a really nice, if you guys haven't seen one before. So, Don, what did you bring with your 1,500?
All right, so I brought 8 Beasts of Nurgle, 6 Nurglings, the Great Unclean one with Exalted Reward, Great Reward, Cycle Level 3. Herald Slash on a Seeker with 2 levels of Psyker. 20 Seekers, 10 Plague Bearers, and a Soul Grinder of Nurgle with the Phlegm Bombardment.
Is that one big squad of 20?
Yep.
Okay. And then I went with Fast Attack Orcs. I got 5 Shoot It Boys trucks with a knob, power claw in each one, and then 3 Gorka trucks as my second little group. So we're both bound armies, and we will see how we do. Don won deployment first, and he chose to deploy like this. I got the Beast. We got the big squad. Soul Grinder in the back. These guys went ahead and infiltrated the Nurglings. He left his...
Great Unclean one, and Plague Bearers are sitting out on Deep Strike.
Deep Strike, and then mine was pretty easy. A couple trucks are kicking back, pretty much all lined up, ready to get going. Are you choosing to go first?
I will go first.
All right, then I'm going to see. Just hand me a dice. All I need is a 6. Don't give me one of yours. I need a lucky dice. And a 4. Will not do it. All right, we'll stop. Movement for Don.
Alright, so Soul Grinder moved up a little bit, Beast spread out, the Seekers and the Herald decided to all move up a little bit, getting ready to kind of hold on to some objectives, and Nurglings hung out on that objective.
And what 3 tactical objectives did you get?
So the first one I got is I score D3 victory points if I control at least 3 objectives at the end of my turn. The next one is I get 1 victory point if I am on objective marker 4, which is way the heck out of my way. And the last one is I score 1 victory point if I manifest a psychic power. If I manifest 3 or more, I get D3 victory points.
Okay. On end of psychic phase. What happened?
All right, so I threw all 3 of my dice at trying to get invisibility onto these guys and rolled 3 3s. So, not happening.
All right. No need to deny. Okay, top of one, move, or what is that? We did the shooting and assault phase because there was no assaults.
Alrighty, so what I did is I decided to run these guys. They ran 10 inches because they're cavalry of Slanesh. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this one objective that says if I'm controlling 3, which I have 1, 2, and 3, then I get D3 victory points. So let's see how many I get. I get 3.
3 victory points. Already winning. All right. Okay, bottom of 1, beginning of my turn. I got secure objective 1, secure objective 4, assassinate, which is kill a character, an enemy character, and secure objective 6. I got an extra one because of my warlord trait. So I went ahead movement. All my trucks pretty much moved forward. Right now I'm planning on holding that objective. And where was the other? Did I move on top of them?
Yep.
There's the other objective. and secure objective 6 is over here, so I don't think I'll be able to do it. So we'll move on to Psychic Phase for Orcs. Psychic Phase is done. A bottom of 1, end of shooting. These guys shot here, did nothing. 1, 2, 3 trucks.
No, it's 2.
These 2 trucks shot into here, killed 3.
Yep.
Snap firing, which isn't bad. These 3 trucks flatted out this way. He kicked it back here on that objective, and that guy's on that objective. Moving on to assault, which there will not be, so end of my turn. I score 2 victory points for holding 2 objectives. Hey, top of 2, end of movement. What card did you draw? What extra one?
Alright, so I got another secure objective 4. But other than that, I still have the other secure objective 4 and the successfully cast psychic powers.
Alright, and what'd you do?
Alright, so Nurglings moved up back there, trying to deny that objective a little bit. The Seekers all moved up here, trying to see if they can kill off a truck or 2. The Beast of Nurgle ran up to see if they could blow up the truck, maybe kill some guys inside. And the Nurgle Soul Grinder moved up to try to see if he could do anything. Unfortunately, the Great Unclean One and the other guys decided that they did not want to come in this turn.
That's right. That's what I need. Top of 2, end of Psychic Phase.
Alright, so the Herald over here cast Invisibility successfully but paralyzed and decided to roll at 1, followed by successful leadership, so he only took 1 wound with no saves allowed. Then he cast off Shrouding, hopefully to get these guys that are actually in cover a little bit better of a save. But we'll see what happens.
Alright. Of 2, end of shooting.
Alright, so the only guy that could shoot was Soul Grinder right over here. He decided to spit over at this one, hit directly, and only shook it. And then he shot his 3 Harvester Cannon shots and missed completely. But aside from that, also the Warstorm table was completely calm this turn.
Of 2, end of Assault Phase.
Alrighty, so we had the Beast and Nurgle run up here. They rolled a massive 1 for the number of attacks that they got, and only put 1 whole point on the truck right here. And that just kind of was a whiff fest.
I think you did 2 because I only have 1 left.
Oh, yeah, I did 2. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And then over here, had the Seekers run in, and they rendered that truck to death, and it exploded, killing 3 of my Seekers and 7 of his boys.
Yep, and these guys still have invisibility and shrouded, so we will see where we go at the end of next turn. A bottom of 2, end of movement phase. It's do or tie. All the trucks moved just a little bit and all got out, so I'm gonna see if I can thin them out with some shooting and then go from there. So, but this is the way I think Orcs actually should be run. Just piles and piles of Orcs all over. So we will go to Psychic and then shooting. Okay, bottom of 2, end of shooting. Did a few wounds over on these guys. They all shot in there and killed 1 guy over here. They still have that invisibility, so I'm snap firing, and when I get into assault, it's going to be 6s, so that's going to be a rough combat. Yeah. Alright, bottom of 2, end of assault phase. These guys all went after the, what are those, Beast of Nurgle. And I lost 5 total boys, and he lost his entire squad. He only rolled for 2
attacks.
2 attacks, so that really kind of hurt him on that. And he also whiffed a lot of them. This squad here, with invisibility, hitting on 6s, really rough. I lost 10 boys. You lost
Those
4. So I lost by 6. This squad's running. This squad was trying to work its way around. They consolidated in. This squad was still fearless, and this squad was able to pass its leadership. So I just hope that we can keep invisibility from going off, and his reserves don't come in. So moving on to top of 3. Hey, top of 3, end of movement.
Alright, so we moved the Soul Grinder up a little bit so you can see this beautiful pie plate area. Move these Nurglings up because they want to kill some Orcs. And then my Plague Bearers, they wanted to strike right here, but they scattered 9 inches back, came down right here. Unfortunately, they can't run because it's slow and purposeful. But,
And what objectives did you got, or what strategic?
Objectives I got were, one was no prisoners, which is the more stuff I kill, the more victory points I get. And the other was supremacy, which is if I control at least 2 objectives and double the amount of objectives that my opponent controls, I get D3 victory points.
Okay. Okay, top of 3, end of psychic phase.
Alright, so the Seekers again got off invisibility. Hopefully they'll be able to survive through another round of close combat before they...
Invisibility. It's tough. We will see if they can make it. Nothing else. I tried to deny him. Didn't happen. Okay, end of shooting phase 3.
Yep, so we did the Warstorm table. Nothing happened again. And he decided to spit over here, try to hit the guy that's all covered in black. Scattered over, hit the truck, and the guys over here killed 2 of the boys, and the truck made its cover save.
Nice. Okay, top of 3, end of assault.
Alright, so over here we did a whole bunch of invisibility versus not invisible, and I killed 7 guys. He whiffed with everything. I think he hit like once or twice, and I made my 3 up saves. And just ran these guys down with my roll of initiative 10 with my little herald right there. So, and then this all pretty much just is still how it is, and it's his turn.
All right. Okay, bottom of 3, end of movement. I went ahead and drew through 3 new objectives. Secure objective 1, secure objective 3, secure objective 5. These trucks moved a little bit. He went flat out. He tank shocked to push him that way a little bit. These boys are actually in the truck. Those boys are inside the truck. They both... Actually, we shot as well. They shot into here. These guys are in the truck, shot into here. I think I ended up killing 1.
Yep.
1 guy only. These guys shot into there. They were good. Did I kill 1?
Yep.
Killed 1. Other than that, psychic, I'm not going to do any psychic, and then I'm not going to do any assaults because I all got in their trucks. So I secured, that was 1, or this is 1,
That's
this
3.
one's 3,
This one's 5.
and that one was 5. So I got 3 victory. Okay, my battery's running dead, so we went ahead and went through 4. What happened?
Alright, so Grid and Cleveland came in. Everyone kind of moved up to get into assault positions. The book failed, so they are at a 6+ save. During the psychic phase, I got endurance off and nothing else, and that was only on him. Then shooting happened. I failed to kill this thing with shooting, so I had to charge it. And then during the assault phase, I flipped that one, I flipped that one, and I flipped that one. All the boys got out. This is the only one that actually exploded. The other 2 just wrecked.
Yep, and this guy failed to blow up that truck. 4. My boys came over here, charged the Nurglings, were able to wipe them out. These boys charged this way and killed. Okay, bottom of 4. These boys went ahead and assaulted the Nurglings, were able to, they took out a few and able to win. These guys were able to actually shoot through here and them off. And these guys were, I didn't even have to assault them either. I was able to shoot them. I did assault them. I assaulted and we were able to wipe them out. So I was able to get all 3 of my objectives. We're at the bottom of 4. I have 8 so far. Don, what do you got?
3, 6, 8, 9, plus Warlord, plus First Blood. So that's 11.
11, so...
How many do you have? 1. Are you close enough for that one? 3?
Yep. Okay, so we are bottom of 5. Where are we at?
Alright, so movement. This guy moved up. The Great Gloom moved over. Psychic, he cast off Orc Speed and did not really get anything else off. He got life leech off, but failed to hit with anything. During the shooting phase, this guy shot over at the boys, did 1 wound to the knob, and then during the assault phase, he charged them, destroyed them completely. This guy charged in, challenged the knob, killed the knob, led over into the other guys. And since they got charged, only strength 3, so they couldn't hurt him back, and they're running now. So, bottom of turn 5.
Okay, bottom of 5. You do your turn first.
Alright, so Soul Grinder decided to move up here, just moved through the terrain, got up close up to number 2. This guy moved forward to try to charge at the unit that was right here. During these psychic phase, he got both endurance and war speed off, and life leached squad of boys that ran off the table. Then the shooting phase, he decided to shoot over here, did nothing because it made it 4+ cover save. He charged into those boys, decided that they didn't want to be there anymore, and they ran away. And that was my turn, and I scored 2 of the whole objective number 2s.
Okay, my turn. I got the 2, what were these? Recon, which was move back over there, and the check any unchecked, but we've already checked them all, so we get it automatically. So you ended up with, Don, how many did you end up with? 15 points. I ended up with 11, and the game did end. Sorry that we were real short at the end. We just ran out of juice in the battery. We've been running back and forth. So it was a good game. We'll do our little handshake there and go from there. Okay, so it was a good game. Don was able to squeak it out. I think it's 15-11 is what we said. It was actually a really good game. I really enjoyed it. 7th edition. What I really like is you have to try to keep totals, and you have to be quick. I think the fast attack armies that can really divide up, like the one that I was playing where I can snag a bunch of different objectives and move on, was really kind of helpful. And I think Don played very well and was able to... He got a couple of the D3 kind of victory points. I think he ended up with 3 of them, and he ended up getting like 3 on each one of those. So it really helped him out at the end. We actually shared the deck of the tactical objectives, and he didn't mention anything about sharing it. So it'd be kind of an interesting comment whether you should use 2 separate decks or 1 deck and share it through the game. I kind of thought it was kind of fun to share it, because then you knew if someone else got that at a certain point. But then again, he had gotten some of those D3 points and wasn't able to, so I wasn't able to gain them. So it was a good game overall. Don's always a good competitor. Imperial Outpost is always a good host. And you guys have a great day.